Hey, what's up? This is Cece.
Hey, this is Cece.
Hey, I'm Ashley.
And we are Cece.
And we are 3/5 of the Black Veil Brides.
Yeah.
What's up?
Let's do it again. Hi, we are the Black Veil Brides, and you are watching Horns Up Rocks.
Alright guys, let's talk about your brand new album, self-titled. Pretty much, it's about to come out. But I gotta start with the album cover, man.
Right.
Are any of you guys artists? Where did the inspiration come behind it? Because that's a pretty badass cover right there.
I mean, we all are
all artists.
in some capacity, yeah. But
we are
in terms of visual art, that was done by Richard Villa, who's done all of our album covers. Basically, honestly, it came from the idea that we wanted to have something that was kind of, you know, an amalgam of all three album covers, from Set the World on Fire to Wretched and Divine to this record. And it honestly, it's just kind of, it's meant to be kind of a trilogy of the three albums in terms of, you know, almost looks like movie posters in a way. So I played some of the songs for Richard, and he just kind of went with it.
And why self-titled at this point in your career? Because usually bands do it at the beginning or maybe towards almost the end of their careers. So why self-titled this time around?
I mean, conceptually, the last record was so focused, you know what I mean? It was a concept record. And so this record, we were like, all right, we're going to take a lot less. I can't even do this. I'm sorry.
You're doing
awesome.
great.
I had a great start.
No, keep rolling.
So anyway, so this record, you know,
Make it up as you go.
we were debating amongst ourselves about titles for the record, and so we were just like, you know what, 4, and we were talking about, you know, all of our predecessors, and you know, we were working with Bob Rock. We had like the Black album. We were influenced by a lot of albums, and so we were just like, 4, you know, let's just do it, right?
A lot of albums. All of them.
Let's just do it.
No, keep going. No.
No, I'm just gonna take
Bob
the...
actually made
You
some of
have
our
to.
best
I tried to do this.
self-titled records that has existed that we are actually influenced by. Like
Yeah, so
the
we kind of
Cult
wanted to keep
and
the
Motley
tradition.
and the
So
Black record,
yeah,
of
it
course.
was an idea that we there was a bunch of names that were floated out there, and we talked about a bunch of different names, but nothing felt as solid as just our name. You know, I feel like in some ways it's a statement that's being made when you have a self-titled record. I think it is to say that you feel that this is a definitive work for yourself, and you feel very proud of it. And we wanted to keep the tradition. Bob has done self-titled records with, you know, like you said, Motley, and obviously the Black album being probably the biggest self-titled record he did, as well as the Cult and other bands. So we kind of wanted to keep that tradition going, and we feel like it's the most definitive work we've done in terms of our musical style.
Yeah, it's the truest form of ourselves right now in this record, for sure.
Would you say because you found your identity 120%, you're not like thinking about things too much anymore? You kind of just like are established by now and you know what you want from your music?
Absolutely. I mean, it wasn't.
Why don't you hold the mic up a little bit?
Yeah, put it closer to your eye.
It wasn't contrived or whatever. I mean, we just were this album. You know, we weren't focusing too much. We were just completely.
We were
natural.
totally focused.
No, we were
not
focusing
focusing too much.
Focusing too
We
much.
weren't focusing.
No, but I mean, as like the last record was a concept album, so we had the fucking guidelines.
So on this one, just fucked
No
off the whole
focus.
time.
No,
didn't do
we-
shit.
it just came
CC,
natural.
it couldn't possibly
The
get
writing-
shit together.
Okay, for me personally, the writing just came
You know.
natural, and so as opposed to other albums where we had, you know, a specific layout. And
For him personally, the writing came natural to everyone else while he sat there and didn't do shit.
natural.
No, I think what Cece's trying to get at here is that, no, honestly, we wanted things to be a bit more organic and for things to...
Well, the thing, this is actually a testament to our camaraderie in this record as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's more of our lifestyle. It's more who we are as people, and it was very genuine, honest, you know.
And the band's getting along, as you can see, better than ever, with the exception of Cece,
Who had no focus.
who doesn't give a shit about any of us and tells us that we're fucking off the whole time.
Yeah, but I'm natural, so that's all that counts.
Can
Yeah.
you just put that up near your eye, then?
Yeah.
Rub that?
This is the best interview of all time. That's
No, this record was our funnest. It actually was the most focused. It was, you know, but it was genuine. It wasn't overthought, right?
That's what I was trying to say.
Not overthought.
Yes.
But it was focused.
Yeah, we wanted the elements of the music to be more organic and to come out in a way that when we sat down to write songs together, it felt as if we were doing something that was really just the 5 of us jamming something together. We haven't done that in a long time, if ever. You know, sometimes given the technology and the age that we're in, budgets are not great. It's very hard for a rock band to have the time to sit in a rehearsal studio and write songs together and not just kind of go through Pro Tools or whatever. So for us to do that really brought the band closer together, and then a lot of the elements that we used, analog elements to record the record with Bob, I think it's the best sounding record we've ever done, and I think it's definitely, you know, for lack of this interview, but definitely the most mature effort that we've had so far.
And what did Bob Rock bring to the picture? I mean, obviously experience, but as far as like changing maybe your musical styles, as far as like arranging songs differently, anything like that he kind of hammered you guys with?
We're always going to start there, and we'll see where it ends up.
There we go. Clean up. We have to clean up crew. For this particular album, I mean,
You've been listening to a lot of classic influences like Led Zeppelin and
yes, absolutely. I mean,
I've listened to him answer this question like 12 times.
yeah.
today.
Sorry, it's been a long press day.
Stones.
No, however, I mean,
Hanoi Rocks.
he's more Bob Rock's more of an orchestrator, you know, not so much as a writer.
Bob
So,
Rock?
Why's he touching
Hanoi
me?
Rock?
I just wanted to do that. But I mean, he let us be, and he let us do our thing, and he
Let
pushed
you be.
us to, you know, go.
The next level?
To the next level.
No, not the next.
He was always checking
yes.
the levels, though. Cece was always
Yeah,
checking
no,
the levels.
Bob Rock pushed us, but I mean, he didn't.
Physically push you.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
All right, clean up crew. No, Bob was amazing. I said this before yesterday. He's a Canadian guy who lives in Hawaii, so his disposition couldn't be sweeter. He's just a nice guy who's so incredibly talented.
But he's a
and
cool rock guy. though.
Exactly, yeah.
Like,
I mean,
he came
he's-
from like Loverboy, mixing Loverboy stuff, which we totally love, to Bon Jovi, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And he has the same interest as us in terms of musical qualities. He just enhanced our stuff. You know, we went in and wrote the songs, and he was someone who was able to come in and say, oh, move this here or add this, and it changed things exponentially. So this record wouldn't exist the way it does without Bob Rock. And so, I mean, Ashley said this before, Bob's sort of like the sixth member in a way.
Nailed it.
Thanks.
Yeah, we always feel like he's like the
anything to say?
maestro